So
got your Hansons.
Fucking machine took my quarter.
Who you?
it's sad how quickly I can identify that movie.
Not hard.
Let me tell you, when we got to make our trip to Central New York, so you can go to the Odd, and then
Upstate New York.
by the way, it's a real trigger. Like I've been in real arguments online over this lately, but there and then the Clinton Arena, which is another arena where they arrested the Hanson brothers. That was the Clinton Arena, which is it's where Samo went to school.
What? Slam-a-lama ding-dong?
Yeah. And then the other thing was the War Memorial in Syracuse, which I don't know if I told you, like we used to play there as a kid. They only had glass around the ends, and there was no glass in the middle on either side of the rink.
Nice.
Yeah. So like, you love that off the glass and out on the face-off play. That's not a thing.
Well, and you're just constantly turnbuckling people too.
Oh man. It was actually a plan.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And then Chara had to go and ruin it for everybody on killing Max Pack.
Whatever.
But what episode is this technically?
30,
At least as per our count.
36.
So, welcome to the All Angles podcast, episode 36. And Cookie, I got to read something to you here.
Yep, 36. I had to confirm that.
And actually, we've done more than that because we've done some solo ones.
Well,
like we did
this was the argument. I started to bring this up the other day. Yeah. Well, yeah. 36 and a half. We've done just the two solos, so it's 36 plus the two solos. So really, I mean, we could technically probably say 38. But yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny though is like, because we've been telling everybody, it's like, yeah. It was like, we always say it was June, and I was like, was it really June? It seems like it was later than that. So let me read you a text message sent on Monday, May 19th at 3:06 p.m. If you were to start a podcast focused on college and below hockey, what would be some of the main things you'd focus on?
Wait, hang on, before you said my response, what was the official date?
May 19th at 3:06 p.m.
Okay, because the folder I created, the folder you created, sorry, in the Dropbox for episode 1 was June 23rd at 7:23 p.m.
We had some shit to get. So
yeah, but still, that's what 2.5, 3 weeks.
And yeah, hit and go and just fucking going. Because then so like we always talk about it, it's like, hey, you want to start a podcast? It was actually initially just going to be about, I think it was just going to be kind of a one-off thing about like hockey and stuff like that. It was like hockey, but college and juniors. And then
the cost was a big one. We still really haven't hit. We've done the one sort of.
Yeah, which is, and that's the thing is like we still have that part 2, which we said we were going to do. But then Cookie's response, and this is Cookie's response, which was no joke, immediately followed by a phone call. I don't know why he even responded. He called so quick.
I'll explain that here in a minute. But yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't even done reading this before Cookie called, and then he goes, "Are you hinting at an idea that I'm in for?" And then literally as I read that, the phone's ringing. And so I went through today and found the screenshot of this because I was like, man, like it doesn't feel like it's been that long. And 36 episodes is a ton. Like we were happy when we hit 3. It's like we did it. And we went live for the 20th.
Well, when did we start? When did we go to 2 a week?
That was pretty quick into it because we realized.
Yeah.
So wait, first, before we go any further, Cookie, I know you got one next to you. Let's have our drinks.
Cheers in your out of focus beverage. I actually intended to, and I feel like an idiot. I was going to go full, mainly because I saw the owner today and was joking about it. I was going to go full hold fast and put these in the silly pints I have, or glasses that are hold fast too, since I got the new hat today. And
you should be held accountable for everything every time you're not having everything hold fast.
Yeah, right. Well, my side of that story too, and I've sort of told it already. It was literally, I think, a day or two before you sent that text. I was at Hold Fast Brewing, ironically, with Kevin Kline, our buddy with Snowdrop Foundation. He's our team announcer, and has the Delivering Hope movie, which we talked about. He was in episode. Where is it? I got everything up in front of me right now. Where was he?
7 years ago.
Episode 18 was Kleiner, but
so he was our exact halfway point of our thing. I just did math, everybody, and you all saw it.
Yeah, except we've actually done 38. But anyways, so
no, this is 36.
I know, but we were talking about the 2 that you and I did a solo.
We're going official on this one. So come on, Cliff, will you just let me have one math problem solved in my life?
But I literally, I think it was either the day before or 2 days before that text message from John. I'd sat with Kleiner and his wife Trish, because Kline, as we talked about in the go back and watch that episode, he spent a couple decades in the radio industry. He was a DJ. Like, he was a DJ in Houston.
And that's where his origins are.
Yeah, Houston, Nashville, St. Louis, Denver. Like, he was an on-air, radio personality, and he had more recently hosted a podcast with a buddy of his that doesn't exist anymore, with Fuzzy Mike. And so I sat down with him to say, hey, give me some tips. I've really thought about, starting a podcast, doing something. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know anything about it. And here we go. 2 days later, John's texting me, and I'm like, you got to be joking.
This is where Nicole comes in.
I already have by the way, I have a plan. I don't even know if I should say it. Maybe I will say it. I have a plan that'll get into what we're talking about today, because we're going to have a little bit of time. I have a plan to go back through every episode and pull every time we've said that word, and just make kind of a little 30-second clip. It's probably gonna be longer than that, as many times as we've said it. I want to pull every instance in which we have mentioned manifestation.
The amount it's actually happened. It's just funny because somebody will be talking about something serious and they'll say that word and we're just like,
or they don't even have to say it. John and I will just look at each other through the camera and go, you got to be.
It's happening yet again.
And the other person has no idea why we're all of a sudden interrupting them kind of rudely, going, fuck, really? Seriously? And it sounds like we're just being rude to them because they're like, shut up, stop talking. But no, it's just like, this is happening again.
They always get it, though, the moment we always describe it. Yeah.
Once we explain it.
But the cool thing is, that was actually so long ago. I haven't talked to Nicole in a while because she's actually been so busy, because I'm pretty sure she completed all the stuff she needed to do.
Episode 7.
Man, oh man. And she was very typical All Angles podcast fashion, where I was like, hey, we don't have anybody. You free? You want to jump on and be a guest today?
He was our second guest.
Mm-hmm. Who's our first guest? Oh, Adam.
Adam. Yeah.
So, and that's actually the other thing. So today's episode is going to be our season wrap up. Like, I texted Cookie today. I'm like, how long should we have season 1 go? And we wanted to kind of reset.
And let me rudely interrupt and bring up the fact that I didn't know we were doing seasons, but that's okay.
Dude, every episode is, oh, you know why? Let me tell you why. Oh,
just like, hey, by the way, guess who's coming to Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing seasons.
I'll screenshot it for the video and show you. Every single video export I do of our episodes are season 01, episode 1, season 0. I've been doing it the whole time.
Oh, and that's not, as I'm looking into our shared Dropbox file, that's not how they're in there.
Nope, not at all. But that's the thing, is like, I especially once we hit our 4th or 5th one, I was like, all right, we're actually off and running and kind of doing this. And I knew we just couldn't go just all the way and keep doing it. Granted, we had a week off when we were sick. We had a week off another time. Like, that'll happen. That's fine. But I mean, still, since summer only, we're not even technically to winter yet. Since summer already, 38 total episodes. And I want to go through kind of our top 3 episodes we've done so far. And I guarantee one of them is the same. But I want to do our top 3 episodes. Also, the other thing is basically what we can get into, what you were alluding to before, is we're going to take the next couple weeks. We're still going to do probably a couple more fun reaction videws. Maybe kick off season 1 in the beginning of December, or season 2 in the beginning of December, maybe.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this today too, and I didn't even text you about it. Like, if the mood strikes and, kind of going along the Mental Health Monday side of things, and one of us wants to just quickly put a little, whether it's a short, like a true short that can go into YouTube as a short or just a little quick 5-10 minute deal if we need something, we'd get something off our chest.
Yeah.
But other than that, as far as
Happens.
these full, you know, what have become hour and a half essentially episodes, we're gonna take a bit of a break, and we've got some organizing to do for a lot of things, things that we've announced that we're excited about. So yeah, it's an exciting time. So it's time to kind of reset. Now that we know that we're doing this full throttle, and we're gonna stop doing it maybe so half-assed as far as the organization and all that, and actually put plans together. Now we're still gonna hold to the idea where we're gonna do as minimal research on a guest as we can, because I think that's worked out pretty cool.
Honestly, though, I think I do kind of admire the fact that like we have such a want to really learn their side of it. So we're getting it from their mouth directly, and like I really like that. I mean, even as long as I've known Adam, he said things. I think I told you even afterwards. I was like, I didn't even know this, and this, and he said some pretty great things. And Adam's someone we're definitely going to get back on here as even just being a co-host. Speaking of taking shots, by the way,
you're welcome, Troy. You're welcome.
Screw you, Cookie. That damn hoodie you made where I'm like 3 feet tall. People every day I get notifications. People still like it.
Hey, man.
How do we not do it now?
We have to do it now. We're gonna do it. I mean, if we don't make any money off this podcast, we're gonna be millionaires off that hoodie.
Honestly, I couldn't even get mad at it. Like I said something to Adam because I saw it, and I'm like, I go, Cookie showed me this, and of course he posted it, and I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, everyone's always loves taking public shots. I'm like, everyone always loves taking public shots at me. I go, so when is your podcaster bait thing back on? I go, I'm going in full throttle. And I went in there and I just eviscerated the podcast.
I told you I was gonna do it.
Yeah, you did. In all fairness, you did. It's funny. And the funny thing is the damn thing you got. Look at the layout. There we go. And I'm the one that made these stupid cartoon characters.
Yeah. And thanks to thanks to Chat GPT, I was able to take the same images and put them back in and add to them, including the full body at first, because there is the other version where it's the
Is my shirt too small to even get a logo? I don't even have a logo on my shirt.
Oh, I just forgot to do that. Dude, you can't even imagine actually how difficult that ended up being, because when I told it, oh my God, this is where I might get myself canceled. I didn't know how to put it into Chat GPT to do that. So I was like, do I say make him a little person? I wasn't going to use the N word because I don't like that. I was like, do I say make this into a little person? So I was like, that's probably not going to work. So I literally put in, turn this into a dwarf. I'm so sorry. It's horrible. I did actually, the original image was even shorter. I made you a little taller. But what I was going with that is when they created it, like the top of your hat was cut off and the bottom of the feet were cut off. So I had to take my feet, put them onto you and adjust the sizing of them. And I had to like take the other image with your hat and put it on top. I mean, God, it ended up just to make a joke. I went through a lot of effort on that thing, man.
This looks like two different things. Remember Dorf on Golf?
Yes. Tim Conway.
I look like that because my feet are twice the size of yours, so you can't knock me over. That's for sure. Secondly, the other thing it reminds me of, I don't know if you ever watched the Cleveland show. It was like the spinoff of Family Guy.
Yeah.
Then the one guy, the little angry dude. I am a spitting image of him with a beard. And yeah, personality fits too, you jerk? So
yeah. And by the way, I let as I keep going back to my favorite brewery, if you guys remember, and I hopefully my cursor's showing up. Can I zoom? I wonder if I can zoom. Oh, I can. Hopefully it shows up in the video too. I changed. It said Stetson. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I changed to
somehow it got my hat exactly.
Yeah, that's just insane, right?
People are always honestly, like, is that a goat? What's on your hat?
But we are joking about this, although I think, like John said, we're almost going to have to do this now. But be on the lookout for All Angles merch. It's coming. We're still working on some stuff right now. This is only because we got so caught up in doing this. This is literally the only design at the moment.
This started off as like as a real thing about merch.
Yeah.
And then Cookie sent one. We were the same height. It was like the same body, the same height.
Yeah.
And then Cookie was like, "Watch this." And
no,
this,
I might have had some direction on that. Speaking of, did you not? Did you never see the original comment from Troy from Podcaster Bait?
No, that's even better. Hold on.
You got to go back. When I posted the original one, he commented on it, which is what led to this. This wasn't me just being a smart ass.
It figures it was Troy. I'm glad I went in there and just lit the room up then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he had the original comment on the first version.
Was it on your page, right?
No,
Or on
it's on the All Angles Instagram. The first image where we're both the same height.
Oops.
If you're taking forever to find it, I'll find it.
No, it's not that. I went to click on something in the thing.
I got it right here.
Okay, here's the first one.
He says, "Oh wait,"
he goes, "I like it," and then he goes, "Did John make himself taller here as a power move?"
But he had, I thought he had another comment here too. I don't know where that went. Oh yeah, here it is. He looks about 1.92 units bigger.
Oh, so
There's got to be an inside joke there.
Yeah, it's an inside joke that Adam also posted the video about, and I'll get into that in a second. But Holdfast even loves the shirt.
Well, that's because
they're like,
because I told him to zoom in on my hat.
Oh, okay. I thought there's also. I'm just so sensitive right now over this whole.
They have liked stuff we posted mainly because I'm constantly wearing their stuff. Honestly, I haven't even tagged them in anything. They're just finding it. I'm pretty sure that's a certain friend out in Denver who still runs their social media. She'll know who it is.
Nice. That's too funny. So the 1.92 thing, and if this is much, I can always cut it out later. It was me, Mike, Adam, and Jen, and this girl, Maya. We're all on TikTok live. You know how we do our pillow talk with Dirty Mike and the boys. We were just there, and there's a neon sign that I can't remember if I thought it said something else or Adam did, or Adam misspoke. And he thought he wanted to say the word horny, and he said Harney. So then we started looking up neon signs that say Harney because the ADHD is real. And then I looked, and it was like $600 for like 24 inches. And I go, 24 inches? I go, that's like 12 penises. And so Adam did the math, and it came out to 1.92. And hence where we came in with that. The sad part is I said 12 penises without even a hesitation. Just calling myself out.
Moving on.
Cut.
So, oh no, there's no cuts.
Thank God this isn't alive. But
hey, we're not cutting anything.
But hell, if it makes people laugh.
That's actually not true. We're gonna cut something from earlier.
Oh, that's true. But we always cut something. Like
yes, we do.
Without fail, there's something that gets out. But yeah, so we're actually gonna be doing
back to the topic at hand.
So God, at least we're on pace for the normal show. The other thing we're going to be doing actually is now we're going to look into finally also releasing on Spotify. We're still going to obviously do the YouTube, and then we're also going to release on Spotify. So season 2 will actually be season 1 on Spotify, but still all. So if anybody goes to Spotify and they're like, "Where's season 1?" It's only on YouTube. So we just got to figure out all the semantics with that and figure out how to do it. Like Cookie said, more organization on things, just like scheduling people ahead of time and everything. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same. Maybe we can keep our episodes less than 3 days long at a time. But, we're going to kind of reset, let season 1 kind of like some of the episodes. We'll probably start reposting episodes. And
like we've done last time. We had an unexpected short break. This one's expected. The last one was unexpected. So we reposted some of those episodes. There's a few that I didn't get to in reposting those. So we'll make sure and hit those. Yeah.
And I like the doing some regular videos. We did talk about that before. But we can both upload anytime we want on there. So I think we'll just start doing more of that too, because I think the videos also do really well. It's funny. the YouTube algorithm is very finicky. And so because this channel started off as just videos long ago, YouTube had to figure out what this was now because it was dead for years. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed. The numbers are still going up, which is great to
over
see.
800.
Yeah, it's encouraging. And it's revitalized us. So YouTube isn't totally pushing us, but we're getting a little bit of help in the algorithm. But whenever we do something a little off pace of the normal episode, it picks up a little bit of steam as well.
Well,
so,
maybe this is what you're referring to as well. Is it's also learning your overall channel too, because it didn't. I mean, majority.
It was just highlight stuff.
Yeah, well, and a majority. I mean, yes, we're 38 episodes in on the podcast side of things, but you've got a crap load more on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as just pure numbers, 38 episodes is nothing compared to the rest of it. Where is your why am I not? What is happening? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So we're up to 815 subscribers. So we are creeping up on that 1,000 subscriber point that we're both excited about.
Oh, that's even gone up higher than even just this morning. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It honestly is.
You want to know what I think is really cool? The rugby videos are still getting comments.
Dude, the rugby videos and the cricket one took off. We're gonna do more of that. Yeah, it's just really cool. But yeah, you've got. I mean, just let's see.
And not you, I mean, this is something. The numbers didn't come in until we started doing this.
I mean, you've got 251 videos in your work music playlist. I mean, so our 38. That's kind of just as John was saying. The algorithm is a little bit funky. I mean, you've got. Yeah, that's.
I actually need to delete that playlist. That's just videos I liked and put in a folder. So, like when I was working before I had Spotify, it was just my background music.
Well, you've got 20 videos of your on location photo, video, travel stuff, 7 drone stuff.
In all fairness, the on location thing does need to pick up again for stuff we're doing. For both of us, like if you're getting video, if you're out on a game weekend or something like that, things like that. Or just anything where you are or anything like that kind of stuff is gonna be cool. That's pretty much gonna be the essence of when we start hitting these towns and cities.
I will say we're not actually like if you look according to YouTube, we have 40 episodes. Now that's probably not far off now that I think about it, because you did one on your own about starting a podcast.
Mm-hmm. There was a mental health. Did the mental health one get into there? It shouldn't have.
Let me see.
As if I'm not sitting in front of my computer right now to look.
I know, but I've got it pulled up right now so I can look. Yes, don't start a podcast till you watch this. So that was one you did. I think that's it. Why it says 40 though. But you know what's probably not in our folder now that I think about it? The live one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So now we are at 40, including you've done technically 2 solo with the rugby one.
Rugby and the podcast one.
Podcast one. I've done the rugby one. So holy shit, John. Yeah, I don't think the live one. Yeah, I'm looking at our.
Well, you know why? Because it just ends up under the live thing on its own.
No, I know. I just didn't know if we created a folder just for graphics and things like that, but we didn't. So yeah, no, we're starting over. We are 40 episodes into this thing. Holy shit, John.
Which just kind of goes to show you. And that's the thing.
Well, technically, this is 41 then.
Yeah, so not to be cheesy, but like it's not work when you're having fun and when you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And so there's been days where, let me tell you, it was a struggle for us to get on.
Yeah. Either one or both of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And, but as soon as like we hit record, like we wake up and it's all full speed ahead. So
even the one like on my end, even the one, after what happened with my coaching thing, it was tough to get started, but once we got going, as I told you during it, and you said you noticed it even physically that it helped. Like by the end of it, I was kind of back and all that stuff. We have 92 clips on here, by the way.
Like these shorts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're getting there. Episode 41.
Yeah. And so, and thank you guys for
Yeah.
watching. We're well over 10,000 viewing hours, and that's all the podcast, by the way. That's just the podcast because I had 0 viewing hours before them. And so we're getting up there, and you know we're at least know we're doing well enough where it's a big honor that Colby from WishCup said, "Yeah, come on out." He loved the idea. Yeah. And so we're excited to be out there and do that. It'll be nice to see Tanner Mortensen, which we obviously interviewed, John Chavo, which I talk about all the time, especially wearing his hat all the time. Cookie, do not corner him and yell at him about getting me new hats. I have another one of these exact ones sitting up there. It just doesn't fit the same. But you know, there's a lot of awesome people that are going to be up there. I'm looking forward to meeting. Like Nasher's a huge name for online for hockey. And when we did the Colby episode, he actually okayed us using some of his videos for that episode. So, I mean, we're at least semi on the radar for a lot of these things. And, but it's been fun. It's been really enjoyable doing these things and getting to talk to these people. And that's why I wanted to do like our favorite episodes, because I can tell you, we haven't had one episode where something didn't shock me.
Yeah.
Or take me by surprise. So I'm going to start at our third favorite.
By the way, I just want to quickly interrupt, just quickly. In the last 90 days, so roughly the time, it doesn't cover fully the time we started because we started a little bit before August 5th. But just since August 5th to now, you're better at reading these, but I think I'm seeing this properly. Oh, it updates live. That's cool. Just notice that. 113,500 views.
It's awesome.
It's just crazy, man. Just two dumbasses talking about random shit.
You know what, I think people can relate. Like, you know, as much as we joke that we're just a couple of dipshits and bros just out here, like our desire to learn about people and what they're doing is genuine, and people appreciate that. And the other thing is, where everybody else tries to stand on this rock like they're king shit at Turd Mountain, like we fully admit, it's like, we didn't know that, we did this wrong, we did that wrong. Like, I think people also appreciate the fact that we're not trying to be Mr. I almost said Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All. But
yeah, the Shohei video is over 40,000 now. The original rugby video is over 31,000 now.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Shohei, by the way, Dodgers pulled off and probably one of the most exciting Game 7s.
I would, well, yeah, I would say, and I don't think I'm alone in this based on listening to a lot of sports radio over the last few days. One of, if not the best World Series in recent memory. Overall. I mean,
it was balanced, obviously.
It had everything. And people can say all they want. I will bring up something that no one's talking about, even though there was some people bitching about certain plays that I won't bitch about because I watched them again, and I think they were handled great.
Are you talking about the one that was this far from who won it?
Well, that's one of them, but I'm talking about earlier. The only one that was messed up for sure was in Game 6, the ground rule double.
Yeah.
But I want to send big props out to the umpiring crew for this whole series.
I think, wasn't our first episode shitting on the umpires?
Yes, and they were great all series.
Yeah, there's and here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and be super pissed about mistakes. I love the idea of human error, even by the umpires.
And we talked about this before.
Yeah.
The beauty of baseball is just, it's all, I mean, yes, they're trying to bring in the robo strike zone and there is replay, whatever, but beauty of baseball is the human error. It's a sport where when you fail 7 out of 10 times, you're a Hall of Famer because you're batting 300. You failed 7 out of 10 times. It's all about failure.
Yeah, it really is. That's actually a great way of putting it. You're totally right. And
anyway, yeah.
But the World Series was amazing. Toronto was right there at winning. Dodgers came back and tied it. And then when the Dodgers pulled ahead in the 11th, that last play where Toronto could have scored, I mean, we're talking that play at home plate. I mean, this is the stuff that when your kid's in your backyard, other than, well, actually, usually you're hitting a home run to win it, let's be honest. But like these close plays, like when I was a catcher, and you were a catcher, I used to love those close plays and just like stretching it out. And it was just like, because when they're throwing to home, they're humming that ball in there.
And we're going to get very, as we always do on this show, we're going to get very off topic. But can I just bring up a point on that play?
Mm-hmm.
You and I, everybody is taught the same thing. So I know you were taught this as well. When you're running out of ball to first, what do they tell you not to do?
Slide.
So why is that play at home any different?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
I think I've heard other people say that, and you'll never know. There's
Especially
no way
on a
of knowing.
force play.
I know. Yes. And there's no way of knowing the answer to this question. But if he runs through that instead of sliding, does he get there?
Yeah. And I think the other argument is, are you launching yourself at all when you slide? Or are you just falling?
Yeah. Because I think the studies have shown there is not only is there no advantage to sliding, like trying to go under first, it's actually a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And so why is that play at home any different? Why is if he just runs through instead of sliding?
Any force play is different.
Yeah, well, yes, except that play, because of, I think the only reason that one's different is there's nowhere to go after he goes home.
Yeah.
So kind of like at first, you can run through the bag. At home, you're running through home plate. Second, third, you're not necessarily doing that. So just,
I think the idea of when you dive head first too is the thought is you can elongate your body.
Yeah.
When you're stretched out, but I think you and I saw the same thing when they said it was actually you're actually losing milliseconds.
Yeah, and it was quite literally a millisecond and a millimeter of, like, the very edge of his spike was on home plate.
Well, when I'm sure you did this too. I used to love in catching when it was a force play at home. You could almost dig that toe spike under the plates you're touching, and you're there. Like it made it a little bit easier, but it was a play where I watched it like 4 or 5 times, and I changed my mind a couple times if I thought he was out or not.
Oh, same. And then you have the play out in left center field where they're running into each other.
Yeah.
And then you got Will freaking Smith hitting the home run of his life. And are you aware he went all Michael Jordan with that?
No.
That's his 6th straight World Series.
For real?
Yes, he keeps getting traded to World Series champions. He was with the Rangers. And
he's like the anti-Corey Perry.
Yeah, exactly. Unless someone's messing with me, and it was from a Sports Center. I think it was Sports Center Canada, in fact, or maybe it was Sports Center in the States. He has won 6 straight World Series.
That's crazy.
That's bonkers.
Can we talk about the other small thing about the name Will Smith? There's a Will Smith that plays for the San Jose Sharks. Will Smith, Major League Baseball player, and there's a guy that used to play for the New Orleans Saints, Will Smith. Ironically, that was from Utica, New York. He got gunned down in a traffic accident or something like that. Yeah, in New Orleans. And then obviously you got Hancock. So, like, which of all the movies?
The jokes today have been great too. So Kyler Yamamoto had a huge goal last night, and everybody's like, dude, give it a rest. You just won the World Series, because the pitcher that came in on no day's rest, Yamamoto.
Yeah,
by the way, absolute legend, that guy.
How'd you like him and Ohtani addressing the fans in English?
How'd you like Ohtani fixing his hat for him? Do you see that one?
Yeah. That was
awesome. On the radio today is like, how long before Yamamoto is like on the same level in Japan as Ohtani? And someone's like, he's already there, man.
Yeah, especially now.
After what he pulled off this entire playoffs, like 2 complete games, and dude,
unbelievable.
Dude, he's unreal.
The other funny one I saw, this one is so mean. It was an old Scooby-Doo thing where they had the Blue Jays logo and they took it off, and it was the Maple Leafs. There's the Maple Leafs.
I saw that.
That one was so. As soon as Toronto lost, I was like, "Oh no!" And honestly, have we checked on Biz in the last couple days?
No. It's funny you mentioned Biz, because we always, as we're known to do, get off topic here.
We're off topic from being off topic.
The Internet Invitational Golf Tournament that was actually played and filmed a few months ago, just south of me in Branson, Missouri, at Paynes Valley, which is a place I would give anything to go play golf at. But tee times or greens fees there are like $300-$400 a pop, and that's not a joke. It's one of the most spectacular golf courses on the planet. Excuse me. But they just filmed the internet invitational down there. It's finally come out. Last week they showed rounds 1 and 2. Today was round 3. I was watching it earlier. But rounds 1 and 2, the Spit and Chicklets guys are in it. So it was Biz, Gans, and Wit in it. And you have to go watch it. It's long, but you have to go watch it because of something that occurred. Wit nearly got back into full player mode and was ready to murder somebody.
Did he almost go Tarnasky?
Oh yeah, because one of the guys, what they did is they picked captains to start the thing, and the captains picked their teams, and the team he was on had one of the ringers, one of the really good players, former pro who had won like in PGA China, like the guy's a stud, played at Oklahoma. He used to be part of the good golf crew. Now he's doing his own thing. Luke Kwan. He slept in, missed his tee time on day 1. So what they did, they did 9-hole segments. So the first 9 holes was straight scramble, hit the ball. 2 guys, you're paired with somebody. You both hit a ball. You play your best ball. You move forward. Anyways, people watching should know what a scramble is if they don't look it up. But anyways, Kwan missed his tee time. He showed up. They had to go pound on his cabin because they were all staying in cabins down there. Wake his ass up, and by the time he got down there, the guy was on the second hole. But Portnoy, because this was a barstool thing, and Portnoy put all the money up for it because this is $1 million thing, and there's actually more than $1 million because today's episode started the skins part of it too. So Portnoy is kind of in charge, and he's a prick. We all know that. But
he knows that.
Yeah, he knows that. But it's his event. Like, how do you disrespect the guy who's putting all this money up for this thing by sleeping in and not showing up? So he made him sit the first 4 holes. He couldn't join till hole 5. Well, it's only a 9-hole thing for this first one. And this arrogant prick is like, "Oh, it's fine. We'll still win. I don't need that many holes to win this thing. It's easy." Of course, he lost. They're on Wit's team. They weren't partners for that, but they're on the same team.
Right,
dude. Wit. The guy showed up. Kwan showed up for lunch between the 2 sessions because the second 9 was alternate shot. Showed up for lunch, just kind of laughing, and Wit was like, "Oh, good, Kwan, good for you to show up. Worst fucking teammate ever." Like, he's just going off on the guy, and then the rest of the whole episode is just them shredding Kwan, and he deserved it. Apparently, and he's got a history of this. Like, he apparently did this at Oklahoma too. Like, when he was through Oklahoma, he was always late. He's doing all this stuff, so it's not like a one-time thing. He's known for this.
Damn.
But Ryan Whitney was ready to drop the mitts and throttle this dude.
Well, I mean, these are big time events.
The best part, and you probably, because you wouldn't have known what's going on because the videos made the rounds. Beginning of round 2, because the other guy on their team was John Gruden.
Oh shit! Oh, you know what's funny? I did see a small blurb about something with him. So
they brought before the second session, they got the team together, and they're like they had Kwan there, like, "Where's Gruden?" And they were bringing Gruden in to shred him, and Gruden went full coach on him, on the whole team. Like, you fucked up, but you're the heart of this team. Like, it was like you got kind of fired up listening to it, like
Cookie busts out like old Tiger Woods 99 or something.
And and they put Kwan and Gruden together as a pair for the afternoon sessions too, which was genius.
No screwing around then.
That team got beat, so everybody on that team was out for the rest of the tournament. And everybody's just shredding Kwan, rightfully so. I've never been a fan of his to begin with, but yeah. Anyways, sorry.
Well, that's funny because
we're off topic again.
Like I said, we're off topic of being off topic.
We were multiple topics in now.
The game before we played the Islanders, Barzil was actually scratched, a healthy scratch, because he missed the team bus.
I love that.
Yeah. Islanders have like new GM and stuff. And
the best part of that too, by the way, was the guy that was getting called up to replace him couldn't get there.
Yeah, he was stuck in the storm.
They didn't say, "All right, well, I guess we got to play him." Nope.
They didn't. I think they had an extra defenseman they dressed instead.
They did. They went 7D.
So yeah,
and
11
then 11-7.
And we saw him the next night and lost. Like, we're on like a 4-game skid right now. But yeah, they're looking good. Matt Schaefer.
He's a stud.
We said this. So I said this after I saw him. I saw the Islanders home opener. We played him, and that's when I was up there. And I'm watching this kid, and I'm like, is nobody noticing how he skates the puck up the ice? Like, this isn't a college kid. Like, this guy is skating the puck like a pro.
Yeah, he's a stud.
And when
Dude,
you
guys coming out of college right now are ridiculous, and it's only going to get better.
did Schaefer come out of college, or I think he came out of juniors.
I thought he came out of college.
No, I think he
Yeah,
came out of
yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
yeah, I think he came out of juniors. But like, when you watch, I think the people that you can notice if they're pro ready or not soon are defensemen, and it's the way they move the puck up the ice and the way they activate in the play. And this guy moves up the ice. It's never just in a straight line. He's there. He's got his head up. I mean, he looks like he's been in the league for years.
You know what's crazy too? You were right, by the way. Erie Otters in the O.
Figures of all teams.
But listen, this is what's crazy because he is an absolute stud. But listen to these stats. In the OHL, he played a total of 79 games. How many points do you think he had?
100 something.
42.
Really?
10 goals in 73 games.
He's already more than a point per game guy now.
He's already, yeah, he's got 10 points in 12 games. He is halfway to his junior goal total already in 12 games. He's got 5 goals, 5 assists.
Honestly, how many times have you guys at Drury played a team that was not very good and it was a close game because you played down to their level, but you stick it to teams that are supposed to be dynamite because they rise. And I think players individually, you put them around a bunch of guys that are really good players. And
we talked about it because when we were at Missouri State, we brought in 2 defensemen from the same team.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was their leading point guy by a mile. The other one was just a, meat and potatoes, stay at home guy. Well, they get to college. And college is a completely different game. The point scorer guy disappeared. We were healthy scratching him constantly. The other guy ended up being one of our captains, was our leading point getter for a defenseman, just tore it up because it's a different style. Even from major junior in Canada to the NHL, the style, even though you're playing the best players in the world, your style works better. And like you said, you're around the best in the world, which elevates it as well.
Yeah, and I mean, the Islanders aren't a team that have the best defensemen by any means. Like, they got Pulak and Pelech, which both can blast the puck 1,000 miles an hour. And they're good, solid defensemen. Same thing with Scott Mayfield. But they don't have a Makar. He's now the Makar. But they don't have like a Makar or Taves, and they don't have...
Or a Makar.
Yeah. Well, you saw my favorite post lately was when Makar's younger brother came and played for Colorado. He had his rookie lap. Yeah, when he had the rookie lap against San Jose, and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Bleacher Report or something. Posted like every NHL team's worst nightmare, another Makar.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at when Colorado won the Stanley Cup. It wasn't it McKinnon. Whether you're like, well, you win it's like, how do you do it? And they're like, get a Cale Makar. And so, but
anyways,
welcome to the All Angles podcast.
Back again to the topic at hand.
Actually, the good news is
taking a break.
We really were on a break.
They were on a break, and I'm about to get hated by every female on planet Earth right now. But yeah, so we're going to be coming back in our second season. We're guessing around the beginning of December. When we have a solid date, we'll post it. We are going to be bringing on new guests. If you're a guest that wants to join us and you got a story to tell, we want to hear it, especially as you see how shocked, and I don't want to say pleased because I'm not happy with people that have gone through shit, but I like how they come out on the other end of it. And it's inspiring stories for all that. So to kind of go through the end of this, I want to go through our top favorite episodes, the top 3, with we'll save number 1 for last. I know we share one of them, but I don't know where it falls in your list.
That's why I originally pulled this list up, because I got to remember.
The ADD is kicking in. So I'm going to say my third favorite episode was actually the Tanner Mortensen episode. And it was a good story, but we were so blindsided by that guy. Like we joked about it. Like, we thought we were just going to get a guy in here talking about how cool it is to do all these tricks and skate on these beautiful lakes in the mountains. That's all we knew about it. And the story of what he's overcome and how like he ended up on the radar of Chavo for this WishCup and overcoming that. And now I think I just saw a post where I think he just bought a new house
Yeah, I
Um,
saw that. Yep.
so, you know, when you see somebody that went through something like that, caught it, especially at such a young age, and I think it was the sheer just being blindsided, um, was quite the thing. And it became one of my favorite episodes because it was just genuine, like, holy shit. And I think it was that episode where me and Cookie were like, I guess this is our thing now.
Yeah. Yeah. Unexpected, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, even pretty early on when we had, oh God, like I said, they're kind of starting to run together a bit. Oh, who did we have? Oh, Dr. JJ and Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Like Connor was, you know, brought up the fact that he was a recovering alcoholic too. So yeah,
And doing a ton. And funny, the guy we both know, Steve Ramel, works for the Capitals, just had his 1,000th pro game as an athletic trainer.
crazy.
Which is, I don't think people realize how long 1,000 games is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. In an 82 game season.
Yeah, and it's only regular season games.
Yeah, it takes a while to get there.
So
And you know you're missing some along the way no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. What's your third favorite?
My third, let's see. My third might be, you're springing this on me. You're clearly prepared for this. I was not.
I wasn't actually. I thought about it right before we got on.
Oh, okay. All right.
We needed something.
Yeah, like we had trouble filling time. Actually, the one with Becky was powerful, but it was enlightening, especially with how she's handled, you know, not only the school shooting, you know, when she was in high school over the years. For those who haven't seen it or don't remember, Becky was episode 22, by the way, although I don't even know anymore if these are right.
It feels like it was forever ago.
I don't even know what the numbers are anymore because we're apparently at 41 and we both thought we were at like 36 or 38.
We never know.
We're going to go with episode 22 for now. We'll reorganize.
Part of season 2.
Part of its break is getting organized, and that'll be part of it too, because we do want to archive everything properly moving forward. Yeah, Becky and her, you know, obviously she was at Heath High School, and quite literally minutes away from being potentially, well, she is a victim. Let's not take that, but a
like
more
being
direct,
in the line of fire.
Yeah, a more direct victim in one of the, well, not one of the first, but the first nationally covered or televised school shootings in the country at Heath High School in Kentucky. And then on top of all that, she's now an MS warrior. So she's part of the multiple sclerosis family. So yeah, there's a lot going on with her, but that was a important and powerful episode for sure.
It was a heavy episode too, because
it was a heavy episode. Yeah,
we got her on because of what had just happened in Minnesota just prior to that.
Right.
And so I have 3 that are like, this sounds like such a cop out, but it's true. Like I have 3 that all could have been in the top 3, but they all kind of tie, and that's the Becky episode, it's the Colby episode, and it's the Julie Blue episode. Are all kind of right there as like as that as well. I think the Becky episode wasn't as shocking because I already kind of knew about it.
Yeah.
And I knew a lot about that, but I mean, even Becky's episode, there was a couple times where it was.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Definitely a tough one to get through. Definitely had some moments in that one where I had to kind of make sure I didn't completely lose it. By the way, separate thing, we actually do have a folder for the live broadcast.
Yeah, I said that.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways,
you know what, Cookie, I think we have to go top 5 on this.
Oh,
because I just thought of another one as well, and it's like, this is the thing that sucks is they've all meant a lot to us as part of the show, but it's just, as far as I think I'm just kind of leaning on like how they were listening to them and going through them, because the Becky one would have to be there for me as well.
Yeah, and if we're gonna, I would probably still keep Becky at 3. If we're gonna go back to 5,
Tanner would be my number 5. Becky would be my number 3. I'm glad we didn't have anything in concrete saying we had to do 3.
Um, yeah, my 5. Oh my God, man.
I just messed you all up.
You did. You just threw me off even more than I was already thrown off.
Throwing myself off, man. I don't know what I'm doing.
5. I mean, again, I feel like this is not really in proper order, but I'm going to go with it. Colby, you know, as we're going to WishCup in May, Colby was, you know, I mean, we're talking about your son, your daughter, your child having to go through this and finding, not only coming through it on the right side of things, but finding something positive and productive to come out of that. And what they're doing
his way
now.
of paying it forward, basically.
Exactly. So, you know, finding the positive in the ultimate negative, your child being as sick can be, and thankfully doing well now. But yeah,
he's honestly the person I'm most excited to meet at WishCup.
Yeah, his son
yeah,
or him?
His son.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm
Colby, you'll be great, Colby. But
yeah, we don't.
But yeah, man, that's it's funny because like we're planning a lot for this, and we're planning a lot around what we're gonna be doing at WishCup. But the reason is we want to do as much as we can to show the respect we have for the tournament.
I haven't done that in a while. I have not done that in a long time.
I do it all the time now, but I heard it that time.
I hit it hard. That's why.
But we want to be as professional as possible and pay as much respect to the tournament as we can, and in turn relay that importance by what we're raising to help donate after we cover our costs for this whole thing. And so I'm so pumped for Nashville.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm excited. It's going to be a blast. I still have my nerves and my trepidation because it's a big step for us and what we're doing and taking the show literally on the road. And do we have what we need? And that's going to be part of what these few weeks off are about, is putting a plan together. And that includes having some more conversations with Colby. We've got some ideas about, you know, we mentioned earlier, starting to put together some all angles merch that hopefully everybody will like, and perhaps even having some that includes all angles and WishCup, and all the proceeds from that we would obviously turn right over. That'd be a separate deal from our own merch, but again, nothing's finalized on that, so I don't want to go too far into that conversation. But yeah, it's exciting, but there's a level of nerves, which is good. It's when you've done the same thing for so long, whether it's coaching, and I still get nervous in coaching, especially depending on the scenario, but this is something new for both of us. So getting those kind of excited nerves again is kind of, especially at our age, you don't get that a lot anymore. So it's fun.
We're dead inside.
You are. I'm not.
I looked right at everybody when I said it.
Yes, you did. You did. Anyways, all right.
My 5 was Tanner.
Oh, yeah.
Because Becky would be 3.
Wow, you moved Tanner down. That's just rude.
It's not, man.
Tanner, are you watching?
If Tanner's watching, he would understand.
Tanner, that's just wrong. I mean, he had you at 3. He decided to go top 5 and moved you to 5. I'm calling bullshit. So when we're in Nashville, if you don't want John involved in the interview, I understand. I will take care of it.
I think you might get a lot of that. I'm just going to be the guy running the cameras that day. But my number 4 is going to be Karissa. One of our more recent episodes. Again, she's another one where it's like I knew bits and pieces. Like I was trying to goad her in these questions, and she's like, "Oh, you want to open the doors? Cool. Let me tell you this." And like even editing it and going back and listening, I'm just like, "Holy crap!" Like the story about her having to evacuate the storm, having her little sister there, and then just now, like she just got back from her vacation, and her everything. From the outside, it looks like the girl's lived a perfect life and she's got the perfect family. You know what I mean?
Not a family episode.
Yeah. Well, her family pretty much is perfect. Her husband's a goddamn saint. But like her and her kids, and
I haven't even met him, and I know he's a legend.
Yeah, like just her and her kids out there in California, and then like she got back today because she's gonna be finally starting her podcast. We were supposed to do a call today, and she's like apologizing she couldn't do it. I'm like, you just got back from vacation. Like, don't apologize. I was literally on my couch pretty much the majority of the day and at my desk doing a bunch of stuff. But that episode, like I had a lot of respect for her.
By the way, John just admitted he was on his couch doing stuff today. And I will tell you right now, based on a conversation he and I had this morning while I was at work, he was supposed to be sending me an email at some point today. I can tell you that never happened.
I was doing so when I was
And
sitting
I
at my
was
desk.
giving him the benefit of the doubt that he was actually at the gym or not working out. I can tell you that right now. He worked at a gym. He didn't work out. I thought he was
doing gym work today. I was at my desk doing a lot of
work.
gym
It turns out he's not at work. He was at home when he could have been sending this email that he told me he was going to be sending me today. Yeah, keep drinking there, bud.
I do remember saying, here's the sad part. I don't even remember what I was going to say in the email. I don't remember what we were talking about. But I have friends with MS, man. I forget things.
Oh, see, there we go.
It's funny. I was sitting there doing a ton of stuff for the gym, and as soon as I got done doing it, you know how it is when you get a bunch of computer shit done. You're like, I just want off of the computer and off of my monitor here. And I sat down, and then next thing I realized, it's going to time to start getting ready for this podcast. So
all right. So my number 4.
So let's hear Cookie's 4.
My 4 is one I did on my own with Crystal.
Great episode.
My friend Crystal, who's a breast cancer survivor. In fact, this Friday is, well, I think was it today or yesterday? She celebrated 5 years cancer-free. And this Friday is her party, which unfortunately I'm not going to make it to. I told her I was going to do everything I could to get down there to Pensacola. It's not going to happen, but she's having a big party at the salon, the spa she owns, or I don't know. She'll kill me. I don't even know what you call it. She does
spa salon.
Yeah, she does all the like needles and all. I mean, she's a
esthetician.
Yeah, I can't even say that word. Esthetician. She and her sister Danielle, my ex, and so that was brought up too. So
He goes, I can't say the word, and then says the word.
I know, I actually got it right. Apparently, I haven't had enough of these yet. But that one was obviously personal for me because of my relationship with Crystal and her family. Obviously, her sister. Crystal and I were incredibly close friends, like brother and sister, long before I was ever in a relationship with her sister. And I'm close with Crystal's husband as well, Jason. And because of, as we talked about, the relationship with Danielle ending, I lost track with all of them. It was kind of tough to continue to, which sucks because again, Crystal and I were very close. We are again now, obviously. And actually, I talk to Danielle every now and then too. But I didn't know about the breast cancer thing till definitely after the fact. And it pained me when I found out that I was not around, when that was going on because of how close we were. And also at the time, I didn't realize Jason, her husband, who's Navy, I didn't realize he retired at the time, which it ended up being a good thing because that meant he was home. He wasn't getting deployed or anything like that. So she had Jason there with her. But that was a tough one. As I kind of joked about when we posted that, I am shocked neither one of us, me in particular, Crystal's a badass. She always has been. As much as I put on, I'm a big softie. I'm just stunned I didn't turn into a ball of tears throughout that.
You came close a couple times though.
I did, man, because listening to what went on and actually at times I just got angry with all the stuff she had to deal with on the medical side, as we've heard from all the MS people. But it was, she's doing well. She's still got a long road ahead just because of she's now on the other side of it. And there's a lot that happens after that with reconstructive surgeries and
you're never fully in the clear. You always got to get checked.
Yeah, you're never fully in the clear. She just, in fact, I think fairly recently got another check and she's still all clear. But that one was personal. That one could easily have been higher on my list. I'm trying not to get too selfish with people close to me, putting them higher on this top 5 list. But
was that a shot at me?
No, why?
Well, because you tried to give me shit about moving Tanner to 5th.
Well, you didn't have a personal relationship with.
No, but I have one with Becky, so I moved her up.
or his, sister or whatever. I mean, I literally was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I always forget about that part.
I was literally, yeah. Crystal's sister and I were a couple.
I forgot. I always forget about that part. After
We were, So
that's too funny.
That's pretty much the definition of personal.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I didn't think about it that way. I just thought like of as far as like
no. That's why I got confused. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
no,
and that's just too funny because like I've even watching
not
the episode.
everything I mean, most things, but not everything I say is a shot at you.
I mean, we're talking about in the high 80s here.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of it is. Yeah.
If it was baseball terms, you would be the greatest of all time.
I mean, kind of am.
The goat.
Anyway, all right. So,
so Becky's my third. We already know. What's your third?
Probably staying with Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay with Becky at 3.
No, you said Becky was. Oh, Becky. That's right. Becky already was your third.
Becky, I'm not moving her like you did Tanner.
There it is. Right back on track. So number two is the Adam episode.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now, and I feel terrible because Adam's awesome. He's not in my top, but not because of, he'd be right on the edge, and he could easily be there because I already know who my 1 and 2 are, and I think you'll understand. But love Adam to death. He could easily.
I know exactly here. I know who your number 1 and number 2 are. I don't know which order. So.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When we get to that point, I'll see if you got it.
Well, we're at that point. We already talked about the Becky.
I don't know. You're going to talk about Adam a little more. I kind of cut you off.
No. I mean, just with Adam, we had him on as a co-host.
Yeah,
he was our first.
That was awesome.
Guest.
Julie also is not in my top, which might throw you off there because I think you probably think that's one of them. Yeah, all right. Because I think I've made my feelings on Julie very clear. Love her to death. She's amazing. And
Julie sunk her hook into Cookie when she posted that book cover.
She's amazing. The book's right behind me. She's amazing, and that episode was a lot of fun. It was tough at times, obviously. Again, like they all have been, but man, that was the two of them together were. I mean, good God.
She had me laughing so hard a lot of the times in that episode.
Yeah. Because what I love about both of them and they all do it in their own way, that whole MS community, and even Crystal do it to an extent with her breast cancer journey. And it sounds degrading because no one, kind of like when Karissa was saying, I don't want anybody's sympathy. I'm not looking for pity.
Yeah.
None of these people are looking for pity. But at the same time, I will still say it, even though they don't probably want to hear it. I'm so inspired by these fucking people, man.
Well, that's not pity. That's what I love about having them. I
know, but they don't want it like someone to say, "Oh man, you're so inspiring." I mean, Adam's like, "Fuck you, I don't care." Like Julie would be the same way. But sorry, you are like you just are because the way, you're such incredibly strong people when everything tells you you don't have to be.
Yep. So, the Adam episode was just great, and again, like knowing him as well as I do to learn all the new things I learned, and everybody. Needs to go and watch that again, especially since more and more people are being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis on a regular basis. They could help you.
Let me ask you this, and maybe this is a good question for Adam and Julie and the rest of them. When you say more and more people are being diagnosed, part of me thinks that's a good thing.
I mean, it's good they know versus just dealing with everything.
Part of me says that's good because they're based on the conversations we've had with them where it's so hard to get that diagnosis that maybe it's good that people are actually being able to finding out what's actually going on.
I'll be honest with you. It's people like Adam and it's people like Julie that are so public about what they went through that are helping people get diagnosed because they can more accurately relate to things that they went through. Because I have another friend, Lennox, which I would love to get her on here. And the poor girl is going through a billion things. Yeah. Yesterday, I was playing video games with her. It was this morning. And she's like, I'm one step closer to getting diagnosed with multiple sclerosis because she had optic neuritis. And I'm like, yay?
How has this not happened yet?
Yeah. And it's just
and that's kind of where I was going with this. Like, you don't necessarily, like, if something's going wrong with you, you don't want to hear the worst, but at the same time, you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
So if people are actually getting diagnosed, even though it sucks, at least you know.
Yeah, the awareness.
There's not the uncertainty of, well, what the hell's wrong with me then? At least you have the diagnosis. Now
the awareness campaigns are working because people are learning more and more what they're looking at, as even like neurologists and stuff like that. So, I mean, it sucks. And like we talked about this documentary I was working on that it just never happened. And it also goes to show you of how one group of people can really screw a lot of things up when it comes to it. And so, but at the very least is, you know, me and Adam, we kept going live. We kept doing lives with the group and got in with more people and stuff like that. But, you know, it's, more and more people are getting diagnosed because I think just it's becoming more and more, there's more and more awareness about it. But still, a lot of people are having to deal with the crap that Becky and Adam and Julie went through. All these people went through of, oh, we don't know what it is, or we have to push you off. And like, that's when it's funny. When Lennox said, she's like, yeah, her eye doctor that basically told her she had optic neuritis is like, you got to get into the neurologist. And she's like, I can't get in there for another 4 months. And it's just like, what? So, yeah.
It's only getting worse.
Yeah. And Lennox cracks me up. Like, she's hilarious. And she's another one with an outstanding husband that does everything he can, comes home and does all the stuff and just takes care of business there. And it's great that these people have those kind of people in their lives, because there's also a lot of people that don't. And so,
and I will say, and I say this having not gone through it on either side of the spectrum, these people that are, you know, these partners, husbands, wives, whatever they are, they have that are, you know, there to support. They're incredibly strong people. But I also, and maybe it's callous, maybe it's cynical, whatever it is, it's understandable when someone says, I just can't. And it sucks. It's a horrible thing to say, but I would rather have that than have someone there that it just can't handle it, can't do it, can't be there. You know, if I'm going through the worst of the worst, if you just can't be there to support, even in the smallest way, then just I'll find someone else will, like, and no hard feelings, because it's not an easy thing. It's just not. But again, I'm saying that as someone that's not been through it on either side, whether I'm the one that has the illness or I'm the one who's with someone that hasn't.
Yeah, as much as like we can sit there and maybe empathize with it, I think is the right word.
Yeah.
Knowledge on the inside,
we just don't know.
We just don't know.
Like, we can do all the interviews in the world. You can do your documentary, all that. We just we'll never truly know. We'll have maybe a better insight than some, but we'll never truly know the day-to-day of what is going on.
And that's what I appreciate about them continuing to come on and talk about it. It's hard for them to talk about it. No one wants to relive the trauma. Yeah. But it's appreciated that they come on and talk about it. Anybody who's gone through any kind of adversity, they come on and relive that pain, because every single one of them had said, if it helps one person, then it was worth it. And I think that's just truly great. And that's the kind of stuff that makes them inspiring, because I don't really know how I would do in that situation. I would love to say, oh, I'd be as strong as them. I don't know. So it's nice when they are able to do that. So
well,
let me guess your number 1 and 2.
In no particular order.
No particular order. Kleiner and Kirk.
Wrong.
No way.
You got one right.
I got Kirk right.
Yes. And just to not be
that Kleiner, Cookie hates you.
He knows better than that. Although, as I said, I think in one of the episodes we had recently, I feel terrible with how I've kind of not ignored him, but kind of avoided the invitations from the clients. And they're just the most amazing people on the planet. I know they only have my best intentions at heart. They want to help. And I'm good now. Well, I mean, as good as I can be.
I knew Kirk was going to be part of it because he's your lifelong friend.
Yeah. And his story, again, most of that happened when we weren't, in communication, most of his story. But yeah, Kline, Kline's definitely an honorable mention. We'll call it that. Cause and it's kind of like you, I knew most of the story already.
Yeah.
If not all of it. Cause he and I've had a lot of conversations, and we'd both seen the documentary. So kind of knew most of it already, including the stuff separate from that with, his father and all that. Like, he and I have had these conversations. So I knew a lot of it already. And that's the only reason I don't have him there, because most of the story I kind of already knew. And I hope they know I love them to death. They're a part of my life forever now, and will be, no matter if I'm still here in Missouri or from somewhere else. They're always going to be an important part of my life. So just 1 and 2 for me are kind of interchangeable. the other one that you didn't pick might be a bit of a surprise to you. Well, clearly it is because you didn't pick it. I'm going to go ahead and put Tyler as number 2. Could easily be 1, but
Actually, I figured that was your number 1.
it very well could have, because again, I did not, unlike Crystal, I knew a decent amount of Crystal's story. Even though I wasn't there at the beginning, she and I have had a lot of conversations over the recent years about what she had gone through, and like some of the MS people we talked to, she's pretty open on social media about what she's going through. She wants to tell her story, which is great. Tyler's the same. He's as we mentioned in the thing, he's writing a book about it. Like he
Is
wants.
this because you forgot about Tyler's sister?
Oh God, see, sorry, Robin. Sorry, Robin still won't even respond to any of the messages. When I comment on something apologizing, she won't even respond. Robin, I'm sorry.
That's all I got. No more shots at Cookie about this.
Robin, I'm sorry, and I am sorry to the whole Kirk family. I told Tyler, please extend my apologies. I had the timing. As we go back to my coaching situation, the timing could not have been worse, because it was literally like the next weekend or the weekend after, I was supposed to go to Chicago to watch a play. And for those that are just now tuning in, you're going, Cookie's going to watch a play. Well, Tyler's brother Lee is a writer and director in Hollywood.
I really wanted to see that play.
I really did. I wanted to as well. And Lee wrote a play, and the star of the play was his wife, who many of you will know, Jenna Fisher. Jenna Fisher from, Blades of Glory and The Office and all sorts of things. And that's, so she starred in it, and I was really wanting to go up to see Tyler for one. The whole family was in town. Well, Tyler's sister, Robin. Yes, Robin, I know. And Robin's husband, both now live in Chicago. Obviously, Tyler's in Chicago. But Lee and Jenna spent, kind of basically moved to Chicago for 4 or 5 months or whatever it was because of the play. And then the oldest brother, Cham, lives with his wife down in it's still in Dallas, actually. But I was really hoping to get up there, see everybody, see the play, get to see Lee, obviously, hopefully meet Jenna. But I hadn't seen Lee since I was a kid. I've seen Tyler more recently. But Tyler's episode, if you go back and watch it, was, and he's very open. So I knew some of it, but the stories, man, clearly he's a storyteller, and that's what he does. He's a writer. He's a copywriter. He writes, he's in advertising, and that's clear when you hear him talk, man. He's just a storyteller. And
the part that sticks out most about his episode was it his brother or his friend? I can't remember the weekend he got married at the Cubs game.
It was Lee.
It was Lee, yeah.
Yeah, it was Lee.
Like him pulling him aside and basically like shaking him to reality.
The day before, I think it was his wedding.
Yeah. I thought it was the day before or after. I thought he was like already married. And he's like, "You're already married."
Did they go to the Cubs game after I can't remember the timeline.
I think they all did as part of like.
But it was, like you said, it was that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. And that part, I remember he told me that. I'm like, his brother, like he had that moment, and I think I even commented on it in the episode. I was like, "You're lucky you had that moment."
We talked about the moment. Yeah, and not everybody gets that moment, and he had that moment, and it was Lee who said, This is it. Get figured out, or kind of we're done. And I've I've kind of hinted at this many times, and at some point we'll get there. But I've been there. Been there in a similar scenario, and it went the complete different direction. So but it's Tyler he's just a remarkable human being, an incredibly talented, incredibly intelligent, just unbelievable human, man. It's awesome. So yeah, Tyler's my number. It could have very easily been my number 1, but I think John is going to be a little surprised. Maybe you won't be surprised at my number 1.
I'll be honest with you.
It could be.
I could do this list 3 times and it might not be the same anytime.
100%. I agree, because I keep looking at these folders, going, okay, yep.
I'm not even looking at the episodes. I'm just going off memory.
I'm not that smart.
True.
I'm not that smart, because I look, and I'll just say this now, like Karissa was spectacular. She's not on this list, but could easily be on my list. Be on my list.
My number 1 is the Kleiner episode, because everything he's doing and he's done that speaks for itself. But I just love the fact of I've known you for quite some time now, and then one of the first, like in my first year of living here, like mind you, we're talking this is like still very fresh into COVID. I think it was my first season with the Capitals. After my first season with the Capitals, I met Kevin Kline and got to see that film at the film festival, and I'll just never forget him being in one of your posts, and I'm like, what? And I messaged you, or texted you or called you, and I'm just like, how in the hell? And he probably told me he was from out there. It just never really clicked or dawned on me, even though I always followed it. But just everything he went through, and then how emotional he still gets over Chelsea, and what it meant to him, and it means to him to do this. I mean, it's led him down a path he never in his life would have thought he would have been down, and he's doing tremendous things with it. And we both saw how much the cause in general means to him, because when we posted we're going to WishCup and what it was about, him and Trish are the two people that were like first to really comment on it.
They've already, I think I told you this, they've already told me they want to come out.
Yeah. And so
yeah, they want to come out for it.
Yeah, and it's just such an awesome thing and a big thing he's doing. And it was just
yeah, let me add real quick too, because this goes with this, and this will be, he's been announcing it on the Snowdrop Foundation social media and on, reposting on his, and Trish has been posting on hers. We are reposting it on our team accounts on Wednesday, this Wednesday. So anybody who's watching this in the Ozarks, in the Springfield, Branson, Ozark area, I don't know how many are. May not be any. I don't know. I hope they are. But anybody who's in this area, Wednesday, November 12th. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. I don't know exactly when John's going to post this episode, because since we're kind of in a weird
it'll
scenario,
be in the next couple days. So
yeah, we don't have the set date like the Tuesday, Friday like we normally do. So whatever. Wednesday, November 12th, at, I got to pull it up now because I don't remember the name of the auditorium, but I'll keep talking. There's going to be a free screening of Delivering Hope on the Drury University campus at, as I'm finding it right now, here it is. You know what? Screw it. I'll just do this. Why not? I'm good at this now. We'll just post this. This is what's going to go up. So free screening, Wednesday, November 12th, 6 p.m. at the Lay Auditorium at Drury University of Delivering Hope. So if you're in the area, come out, and Kevin's going to do like he did last year before Nationals when he did a screening for our hockey team. He's going to do a Q&A session at the end. So yeah, it's like you said, John and I have both seen this. I've said it
a couple times now.
I've still only seen it the once, and I have said this every time. Like literally within the first 2 to 4 minutes, I was already in tears. Like right from the jump, like right from the beginning, it gets you. I mean, it's just spectacular. Yeah. So, like I said, if you're in the area now, if you're not, actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to do this again, John. If you're not in the area, the important thing, and we talked about it during his show, as again, I'm pulling this up real quick. Where'd it go? I'll pull up this other graphic that looks very similar, but it is different. So even if you're not in the area, as we've talked about before, Delivering Hope is now available on Apple TV, Google Play Movies, YouTube, and Prime. It's available on the streaming services. There is a cost, but obviously that money goes towards the Snowdrop Foundation. It's not an exorbitant sum by any means.
No.
I cannot, and I know John agrees, cannot recommend this enough. It's roughly 90 minutes, I think, 80, 90 minutes. Go watch it. I mean, to say you'll be moved, you'll be inspired, that's just an understatement. Yeah, go on your favorite streaming service and go find Delivering Hope. It's spectacular.
It is an absolutely outstanding film. So, but yeah, that's all. This is why it is my number one. So, what do you got though? What's the surprising one here?
My number one, and it's surprising to me because it's one of those things where it's the unexpected. You learn about people that you normally would never learn about, and are inspired by them and what they're doing, what they've gone through, and the message they're sending. And it's Frankus. Like Frankus he's a special dude, man. He and his wife and that whole crew. They're just special people. And I was, as I said many times, and I didn't say this to, upset anybody. It's his music's not my style, but his message is 100%.
You know what's funny is, so they're live all the time on TikTok. They're the reason I'm back on TikTok more now. And I talk to Frankus every day. We'll text and or we'll talk on there and stuff like that. And I didn't even think about the episode. Like we just had him on here and I didn't even think about the episode, but yeah, Frankus has already become a good friend. And him and that whole gang. It's funny, even talking about Karissa, I didn't think about the Frankus episode. We did the Frankus episode before Karissa. And it's just that whole crew is phenomenal. But Frankus he's a brilliant guy. And he's absolutely got his head in the right direction of just wanting the better of people.
He's the definition for a lot of people. And, I would probably throw myself into this, although to a point, because I mean, I've been around, especially in the music scene, I've been around enough to know better. But there's a lot of people, I mean, I can look at family members where I could definitely say this, where you don't judge a book by its cover. It's the cliche. You hear the scream metal, you see the giant gauges in his ears, and you do all this stuff and this and that, and you think, I mean, again, not me, because I've been around it, I get it, but there's a lot of people who look at that and see the music he puts out and go, oh, I mean, and yet you listen to him talk and the message he's trying to send, and he's sending it in a way that gets to people that need to hear it the most. We talked about it during the episode. Everybody needs, number one, their outlet, and everybody needs their messenger, whatever way that is. And he is the messenger of his story, and his story with his own health and everything he went through and all that, and is going through. And he's sending this message of it's okay to not be okay. And the fact that he and his wife are open to talking to anybody at any time, it's, as it's rare, even if you're talking about at the local level, for a band or a musician to leave their DMs open for just anybody to reach out, because we know there's a lot of donkeys out there. They're going to just be complete pieces of shit. But the fact they do it without even thinking about it, because there might be someone out there that needs someone to talk to. They're special people, man. They're special people.
It really is. And he's just a guy. So Karissa, we asked her who her favorite interview was, and she said it was Frankus. I'm the only one of the three of us that didn't say it. What an asshole. But
First
Frankus,
Tanner.
now Frankus.
Now Frankus.
Ask me the list again tomorrow, guys.
You are holding serve on the little ball of hate that you're just a piece of shit. It's just
I'm absolutely the guy on the shirt right now. But so Frankus, when he saw the clip about Karissa saying he was the favorite interview she did, he's like, can you send me just the clip of that? He's like, he asked me 3-4 times, and it made him so happy. And then one of the other people we mentioned, part of that crew, Dom, she just got invited to host her own rock radio show as part of Rock Radio UK.
Nice. I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, where she'll be interviewing bands and stuff. And Frank was so happy for her, he was almost crying about it. He wants people to win almost more than the people. And
it's what you and I talk about all the time.
And so he was so freaking pumped for it. And he's just, with the Karissa thing and her doing the podcast, and Karissa and Dom are friends. So they're going to kind of help feed each other. And we'll definitely honestly utilize them as far as talking to music people and stuff. And it's really exciting. But yeah, I mean, Frankus is a very rare type of human being. And you're right. I'm not surprised. I'm mad I didn't think about it. I talked to him. I talk to him
I
like all the
win.
I know. I talk to him on a regular basis and stuff. And like, honestly, I'll go into a room and he'll be, even if he's not the one live, he'll be the first one I say hi to. And, but yeah, he's an awesome dude and, great choice. Great choice. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not even looking at the list. And so until you said it, I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, fuck.
I mean, has nothing to do with the fact that he's a hockey guy too.
Well, he's got the mentality of a hockey guy.
By the
Yesterday,
way,
I'm sure.
I think we talked about this in the wrap up of that after he got off the podcast that day. We were wrapping up. You and I, well, we already know this. But you and I are idiots.
Okay, I'm waiting for the oh shit factor.
Well, we already talked about this. We never asked him how he got into hockey.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's wearing a Sidney Crosby jersey. He's got a Malkin and a Tanger jersey behind him. And we talked about hockey. He actually asked us about hockey stuff. And yet we were too dumb to ask how the hell in El Paso, yes, we know the Rhinos are there, but still, how the hell do you get into hockey and the Penguins?
You know what's funny is anytime when I tell you I go in there and say hi to him and stuff like that, he'll be asked, like, especially he'll know if we have a game that night. He'll be like, how'd you guys do? He's like, yeah, the Penguins lost or won. Actually, the Penguins are doing nothing but winning right now. But he's like
kind of like Drury University.
That's right. Freaking
12-0, baby.
12-0 right now. But he'll ask me that stuff, and I never think about it because I'm so used to talking about hockey with him. I always forget to ask him how he got into it. I almost feel like we should do a micro episode just to ask him how he got into hockey.
Well, we already said we're gonna get him on for like a sports thing or a hockey thing, so we'll do it then.
We'll do it then. So, yeah. But there's our top 5 for both of us. I think we can both agree is that list can change every day.
Oh, every day. Yeah. I mean, I could easily have Kim on here. I could, just. And the fact, I think you and Adam will both be shocked that I didn't actually have Julie in my top 5. Mainly, it's just probably trying to keep myself from
trying to play cool over there, eh, buddy?
Expressing my love for Julie.
But yeah, it's
and by the way, sorry, I will say neither of us, and we've done some of these, neither of us picked an episode where we didn't have a guest, because we've done some other ones that were really good.
I mean, I think the one we talk about our whole coaching careers.
Yeah, the coaching careers.
It was hard, but it was really good.
Episode 10, we did the sports identity, and well, that was a guest, but even the officiating one was pretty solid, but it wasn't top 5 worthy. It's and then the one, the coaching thing we did a few weeks ago, which was hard for me, but yeah.
I think again, it's just we love the opportunity to learn about other people's lives, because the thing is like we're not just learning about their lives, is like we're able to pluck from that how we can apply it to our own lives.
Our photography careers, that was a good one. I should have put the cricket one first.
The photography careers actually is really the funny one to me. That's the funniest one, just with the whole flip flop.
Or the Happy Gilmore review.
Well, you know what's funny is going back looking for that initial text message from you, by the way. Close to that time are the screenshots of you watching cricket at like 2 a.m.
I was watching
you're like taking a picture of the TV, and I'm just going back. I'm like, damn, I go, Cookie's really good.
I was watching a couple nights ago.
It
wasn't the format you would like.
I'm still learning what format is. And by the way, to the people who reacted or responded to the cricket reaction, very good answers, like very good responses on there. And Cookie's ego must be through the roof, because there's at least 5 or 6 comments and they're like, hey, your knowledge is really good. Did you see? I even responded to one of them. I'm like, well, this is going to feed his dopamine for the rest of the week.
Well, and I responded to your response.
I haven't even been back through all the rest of the responses yet, but
no, but yeah. I responded with, I appreciate that, but let's slow down a little bit.
Playing humble over there. But we appreciate, that's our top 5 right there. Again, they could change at any given moment. We appreciate everybody who has hung in there and watched with us. Season 2 is going to be coming with bigger and better things. The more information we get coming towards the WishCup, we'll obviously be posting that. We're going to be posting some other ones, and we're going to do some reactions in the meantime. So we're not going to be completely off. But like I said, if you want to be a guest and you got a story to tell, reach out to us. We would love to hear from as many people as possible, because one thing I've learned is that when it's just me and Cookie, we fucking ramble, and 3 hours later the episode's over.
We talked about what we were going to do tonight earlier today. Like we were talking about like a 20, 30-minute video. The the online situation, but also we are going to start putting out word to get potential partners involved. We have ideas of who we want to partner with. We've kind of already talked about some of it just with the equipment we have. We're both big road fans. So there's a lot of people we want to try and get involved with. Riverside's been great for us doing this, even though John has frozen many times tonight.
So have you today, but my favorite freeze was this when I was scratching my neck earlier, and you were
It
talking about
did it again. It just did it again.
It didn't on my end, but I was laughing so hard when you were telling the story. So when
Well,
it came
Well,
back,
you froze. Maybe I've done it too, but you have frozen for longer periods of time than I've seen in the past. But anyways, I get that aside. Riverside's been great. That's probably more our own internet issues. So,
no, that's Riverside's fault.
hey, that's not how this works with what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but keep an eye out too, because we're also going to post some stuff to the public about getting involved with partnerships, not only for what we're going to do with WishCup, because there's a lot of things that we need / admittedly want, but need more than anything for the WishCup setup and and things moving forward, because we've got bigger plans beyond even that, because we want to start taking the show on the road more than just WishCup. I did hint at maybe doing something with we mentioned Kevin Kline and the Snowdrop Foundation. They have their big 55K race around New Year's Eve. I did talk to Kevin and his wife the other day. We all agreed probably doesn't make sense to do it this year.
Is 55K a full marathon?
Oh no, 55K is an ultra marathon.
Nightmare.
Yeah. But the logistics where they do this, it's a beautiful area, but the logistics aren't great. I think, and they agreed, maybe looking more towards next year when we can kind of, especially once John and I are more established in what we're doing with the remotes, having a better idea of logistics. So we're going to put that off for a year. They agree. That was, in fact, they kind of brought that up. It's like, let's, and they're excited about the idea, because obviously they love what John and I are doing. But it just, logistics don't make sense, especially because it was just going to be me. And, it'd probably be me moving forward unless the Capitals change their schedule of having a New Year's game every year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
But anyways, but we've got ideas, and we'll be putting out information about becoming a partner. I won't say a sponsor necessarily, but a partner of the show, and how you can help financially with the items we might need moving forward for financially or donation wise. And again, the other thing which we've talked to Colby about already is we are going to have, if you've got items, we're going to talk with our friends in the NHL and things like that about getting items to donate that we can do in an auction where all the proceeds will go to the WishCup. We'll be putting information out about that in the near future. Might not be in the next couple of weeks, during this break, but at least in the very near future. So keep an eye out for that, because, the WishCup thing, it's our first big event, obviously a big remote event, and we're excited about it, but we also want it to make it worthwhile for everybody involved. So
the excitement level for it is real too, because I think we were talking about going regardless.
Yeah. So there's just a lot that's involved with trying to. It doesn't seem like a lot, and maybe we're overthinking it, but at the same time, there are a lot of logistics involved, and we're gonna have Karissa as well. Already looking at places to stay. John's looked at some pretty cool Airbnbs in the area, and it's gonna be fun. So we'll have some travel costs, and again, we're not, and I 100% mean this, particularly for this event, this trip. We are not looking to profit in any way whatsoever. Everything beyond what our costs are for whether it's travel, equipment, food, anything beyond that is going directly back to WishCup. So, if there's any concerns about that, we'll be, if you want to see the books, we'll show you the books. I mean,
you can have the books.
Yeah, we're not trying to hide anything. This is all about trying to help promote WishCup, what Colby's doing, and maybe
with the, like we said before, like the things we want to do, and like going and looking ultra professional and everything, is just because we want to really pay respects to how great this tournament is. 100%. And just show our appreciation for being there and being able to talk to all these great people. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll have all that information rolling soon for sure. So
Yep. No, I'm excited. Can't wait. I did have to remind myself when I was looking at what the three of us were going to wear while we're there. And I'm looking at like these, because again, Karissa wears the, you know, the black flannels.
You know
and
what's
all that.
funny is I said to her, I go probably like a girl's polo. She goes, a polo?
No, but I found these, like, the, you know, my parents' shop where they order from, they had these cool black flannels that we can almost make look like work shirts with the logo on it and all that stuff. I'm like, this is badass. And then I went, wait a minute, this is a roller hockey event. There's not going to be any ice in there. It's going to be warm.
It's Nashville in June.
Yeah, it's going to be, no, May.
May 30th and June 1st.
May.
So same.
May. It's still
May-
spring. May spring. I'm give me hope here. It's not going to be.
Dude, I'm also going to be dying of heat
I'm
stroke.
in Missouri, dude. Like, what do you want?
I'm also going to be dying of heat stroke, man. I'm mentally preparing myself as it is.
I'll be turning the seat heaters on in that car. I can tell you.
Let me
this
tell
right now.
you, you assholes. I will never forgive you for that.
But yeah, we're excited. So yeah, keep an eye out. A lot of, hopefully, again, they might not happen right away, but there's some big announcements coming up with regards to, you know, not only how you can help for WishCup, but other things. So
Absolutely.
we'll see you in a few weeks. Yeah, like John said, it'll probably be closer late November, maybe after Thanksgiving. I've got a big showcase coming up mid-November up in Chicago. So that'll
Let's
have
not
to
put a date on it. It's safe bet early December.
Yeah.
Just so we come back prepared.
But we'll keep posting on social media. There might not be a lot happening on YouTube other than maybe some shorts, and might throw in a reaction video here and there. But
What are two reaction videos we should do? Put that in the
comment below. But definitely keep an eye on our Instagram. Hopefully during this time we'll get a Twitter X thing figured out for old people that still do that. And
I don't know what direction he is when you guys are watching this, but that
threads and things like that. So we have other ways for you to find us. But Instagram for sure. Find us on Instagram. All Angles Pod, I think it is. And then keep an eye on there because we will keep posting on there, whether it's reposting episodes so you can go watch them again, some of the shorts, things like that. And also the announcements coming up. Like I said, hopefully some merch here pretty soon and some partnership opportunities and things like that. So yeah, our 30-minute episode is now an hour and 50 minutes. Awesome. And I've gone through 2.
We're nothing if not consistent, Cookie. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Look forward to the next other videos we're doing, and we look forward to season 2.
If you're in Springfield, go see Holdfast. Bye.
You better start cutting checks for him.
Like,
I tell you.
subscribe, and comment 100%. By the time we get back on air fully in December, let's be at 1,000 subscribers.
We should be. We really should be. So
that should be the goal. When we come back on air beginning of December, let's be at 1,000, and then we can celebrate start of season 2 with 1,000 subscribers.
Friends and family, stop letting us down.